Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Jared Goff's Rams.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Time running out here on the play clock. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll drop to throw. They got him in. It's Woods. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now!
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Set! Blue landed!
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Malik McDowell in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's got room. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green,
Back
39.
live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw here. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Set. Green, 19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. We got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now let's go. Over.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go now. Green, 19.
They'll set up a throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a handoff for Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Set. Green,
They'll look to throw here. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Wilson. And incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On third down, Wilson. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Now Wilson on second down. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Coney Ealing. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Good, good! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They're going to look to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. Still going. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Josh Lambo now for the point after. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Down. He'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And some space here. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So it'll be first down here after the run. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Ten yards still left on second down. Here's Wilson to throw again. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to find Decker. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Not that time for Watkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown. In for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Wilson. Out to the right here to Wilson. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And the Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
First down, this is Rawls. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
second and 10. It's Wilson again. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. And the Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gurley again here on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
It's complete. He's got Eric Decker. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 319. Go, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here we go.
Now Gurley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Again they run with Gurley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it despite all the extra contact and people around him.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. Back to throw here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So that's a big one there. It's his third field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. Wilson now off the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And Wilson has it. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
To throw on second down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Murphy. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They run with a power back. Rawls. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Here we go on 1st and 15. Wilson now operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Catch made right side by Wilson. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw is Wilson. He's got his man. It's Kearse. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Wilson finding Kearse, and it's a Seattle first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas rolls. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Wilson, a give to Rolls. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rolls. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. second down. Rolls. And he stopped immediately there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Back in that belly. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run.